Laugh Lab, the comedy Chronicles of Pineville Elementary. Pineville Elementary School was abuzz with the excitement of the annual science fair, but this time, the students were turning it into a comedy extravaganza. Max, the aspiring mad scientist, was convinced that teaching goldfish to play musical instruments was the next big thing. Unfortunately, his goldfish had other plans and decided to form a union, demanding shorter working hours and better snacks. Olivia, the gravity-defying hairstylist, accidentally created a hair monster that chased her around the gymnasium. The judges watched in amazement as Olivia tried to outsmart her rebellious creation. Tommy's dancing robots had a mind of their own, leading to a dance-off that resembled a version of a Broadway musical gone wrong. Emma, in her attempt to communicate with plants through interpretive dance, accidentally stepped on a cabbage, triggering a vegetable uprising. The gymnasium turned into a salad bowl of rebellion. Mr. Higgins, the bewildered science teacher, tried to regain control but ended up being chased by Max's rebellious goldfish, who had developed a taste for revenge. Amidst the chaos, the school janitor, Mr. Jenkins, mistook Olivia's hair monster for a new custodial mop and attempted to clean the gym floor with it, resulting in a hair-raising catastrophe. The judges, expecting a serious science fair, found themselves dodging flying vegetables, dancing robots, and a goldfish on a quest for justice. It was like a circus had taken over the elementary. Unbeknownst to the students, the entire town was watching the live feed of the science fair, doubling over in laughter as the events unfolded. The Goldfish Union demanded better conditions, and Max had to negotiate a peace treaty to avoid a full-blown aquatic revolution. It turns out, goldfish are surprisingly good negotiators. Olivia's hair monster, tired from its wild chase, decided to take a nap in the middle of the gym, leaving the judges scratching their heads, and Olivia's hair. Tommy's dancing robots, having exhausted their metallic moves, began a synchronized malfunction that had the audience in stitches. It was the robot version of the cha-cha gone haywire. Emma, determined to salvage her experiment, convinced the plants to join her in a conga line, turning the vegetable uprising into a plant-powered dance party. Mr. Higgins, still being pursued by Max's goldfish, accidentally slipped on a banana peel, because why not have a banana peel at a science fair? Adding slapstick comedy to the chaos. As the gymnasium turned into a slapstick spectacle, the judges couldn't help but admit that they had never seen a science fair quite like this. In the end, the judges awarded each student a certificate for most unintentionally hilarious science experiment, proving that laughter was the best and unexpected outcome of the day. Max, holding his goldfish's certificate proudly, declared victory for both fish and scientist, realizing that sometimes the key to success is a good negotiation and a splash of humor. Olivia, surrounded by her deflated hair monster, received a standing ovation for unintentionally creating the most entertaining hair-related disaster in Pineville's history. Tommy's malfunctioning robots took a final bow, receiving applause from the audience for their unintentional dance floor chaos. Emma, with a bouquet of vegetables in hand, embraced the judges, proving that even the wildest experiments could bring joy and a sense of humor to the world of science. The judges, wiping tears of laughter from their eyes, declared Pineville Elementary's science fair the funniest event they had ever attended. As the chaos settled, the students realized that even the wackiest experiments could teach valuable lessons about creativity, humor, and thinking outside the box. Mr. Higgins, now with a newfound appreciation for the comedic side of science, joined the students in a group photo, wearing a banana peel as a hat for added flair. The news of Pineville Elementary's uproarious science fair spread beyond the school, making headlines in the local newspaper as the science fair that launched 1,000 laughs. Parents chuckled as they read about their children's hilarious experiments, proud of their ability to turn science into a sidesplitting comedy. The town, initially skeptical of the unconventional science fair, embraced the idea that laughter was the best medicine, even in the world of education. The students, hailed as the comedy kings and queens of science, became celebrities, signing autographs for their adoring fans, mostly younger students inspired by their laughter-inducing achievements. In the weeks that followed, Pineville Elementary experienced an influx of enrollment, with parents eager to have their children participate in the school's uniquely entertaining approach to education. As the buzz around the science fair continued, the students found themselves invited to comedy shows, where they showcased their unintentionally hilarious experiments with infectious laughter. Pineville Elementary School became a symbol of comedic innovation, proving that sometimes the most valuable lessons are learned when you're too busy laughing to realize you're learning. The once skeptical town now proudly proclaimed itself as the capital of comedic education, with a theme park dedicated to the hilarity that had unfolded in the gymnasium. The students, forever bonded by their shared hilarity, celebrated with a comedy roast, poking fun at their own wild experiments and sharing laughs that echoed through the school. The legacy of Pineville Elementary's uproarious science fair continued to ripple through the comedic landscape, inspiring stand-up comedians and improv groups to embrace the unpredictability of humor. The judges, initially bewildered, found themselves invited to comedy festivals, sharing the stage with famous comedians and proving that sometimes the funniest moments are the ones you least expect. Pineville Elementary's reputation soared, and other schools started considering how they could inject a bit of laughter into their academic endeavors. The judges, in their retirement, became comedy legends, hosting their own talk show where they shared stories from the Pineville Science Fair and interviewed the most hilariously innovative minds. The chaos of Pineville Elementary's science fair had sparked a revolution in comedic education, challenging the notion that learning had to be serious and solemn. The students, still basking in their newfound fame, realized that science, when mixed with humor, could create a formula for success that went beyond the traditional textbooks. Max, the aspiring mad scientist, found himself in the world of stand-up comedy, turning his goldfish negotiations into a hilarious routine that had audiences in stitches. Olivia, with her gravity-defying hairstyles, became a sitcom star, using her knack for physical comedy to entertain audiences and prove that laughter could be hair-raisingly fun. Tommy, the creator of dancing robots, went on to write a comedic musical about the misadventures of his malfunctioning creations, earning him accolades and belly laughs. Emma, the plant communicator, became a comedian with a green thumb, using her unique perspective to craft jokes that sprouted laughter in even the toughest crowds. The once skeptical Mr. Higgins, now a comedy coach, looked back on that fateful science fair with a belly laugh, grateful for the chaos that had changed not only his perspective but the entire town's. As the school's fame spread, the group of students found themselves invited to headline comedy festivals, sharing the stage with famous comedians and proving that humor could be a tool for learning. The laughter that once echoed through the gymnasium became a symbol of comedic inspiration, a reminder that even the most unconventional ideas could lead to extraordinary outcomes. Pineville Elementary alumni, scattered across the world, continued to carry the spirit of creativity and laughter into their respective comedic fields, making a positive difference wherever they went. The town, recognizing the potential of embracing comedy in learning, started hosting community events that encouraged unconventional thinking and outlandish experiments. Pineville Elementary School became a comedic pilgrimage site, attracting comedians and humor enthusiasts from all over the country eager to experience the magic of laughter-infused education. The judges, forever changed by the Pineville Elementary experience, continued to advocate for comedic education, influencing policies and encouraging schools to embrace a more humorous approach. The once hilarious town now embraced the idea that education could be a blend of laughter and learning, creating a generation of students who approached challenges with joy and a well-timed punchline. The legacy of Pineville Elementary's uproarious science fair continued to spread, not just in the memories of those who witnessed it but in the countless lives it touched and made laugh. The world looked on as the school's story became a best-selling comedy book and a blockbuster movie, spreading the message that all it takes to change the world is laughter and a lot of imagination. And so, the legacy of Pineville Elementary's uproarious science fair lived on, a testament to the power of thinking outside the box and the enduring impact of a good laugh. As the sun set, the town basked in the glow of its comedic fame, forever grateful for the day when a group of students turned a science fair into a spectacle that changed comedy and education forever.